Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. Lesson 1 Introduction to Communication. Summary. Communication is an essential activity in our day to day life. Without communication, survival and existence of human civilization is not possible. In this chapter, we are going to study different forms and types of communication and how did early humans communicate when words or sound were not developed. Understanding human communication. Communication occurs we think or exchange our ideas, others are giving some information to others. Communication took place in our daily life in two ways. Speak or turn with and without words. Why do we communicate? Communication is essential for society to survive. All humans who may be rich or poor, living in big houses or in huts, literate or illiterate, all of them speak to interact with one another. We communicate to inform, misinform, consult, sell, buy, confuse, confirm, advise, teach, learn, reveal, persuade, accept, and confirm, clarity, and many more. What is communication? Definition. Communication is social interaction to messages. Communication is sharing our experiences. How do we communicate? To establish communication, we have used our five senses. Touch, sight, taste, hearing, and smell fall under the five communication senses. When communicate through five senses without using voice is known as non-verbal communication. To establish communication with the help of voice is known as verbal communication or oral communication. Verbal communication is the use of words to share information with other people. It can therefore include both spoken and written communication. Oral communication. Oral communication is communicating with spoken words. It's a verbal form of communication when you present your thoughts, ideas, and share information. Advantages and disadvantages of oral communication are advantages. It is spontaneous and natural. It is therefore easy for others to understand. Choice of words generally suits the listeners. It is supported by non-verbal communication. The communicator or the person who communicates is always physically available. Disadvantages. Words spoken disappear into air. The words are temporary. Words are not permanent, unlike, say, written communication. What is here often forgotten. Non-verbal communication that supports oral communication may not be understood by people from other cultures. Written communication. Language and writing developed much later in man's early history. First script is supposed to be found in China. Writing communication means sending messages, orders, or instructions in writing through letters, circulars, manuals, reports, online social media, office memos, bulletin deck, emails, etc. It is a formal method of communication and is less flexible. Advantages and disadvantages of written communication are advantages. Written communication gives words and thoughts permanence. Knowledge and information become available to people who could read. It led to the spread of ideas. Disadvantages. The biggest disadvantage of written communication, however, that is one has to be literate to use written communication. Types of communication. There are four types of communication: interpersonal, group, mass. Extend your horizon. The history of mankind. Early man could not speak as we do today. Words and languages as we use them today developed much later in human history. Early human beings expressed their feelings and experiences without using any words. India has a very strong oral tradition. Indians' ancient wisdom are Vedas, Puranas, and Shastras. They are initially spoken, given orally, and passed on from one generation to another. The first script is supposed to be found in China. The first papers invented by the Chinese and later in Egypt, writing invention on paper, and the later invention of the printing by Johann Gutenberg in the 15th century. Thank you.